I think Sire's more fun than Tess right now. Tess tends to do the same lines. Let's have a fun one. Tomb's a noob. I mean, it's easy to get. Why wouldn't we? Okay. I'm listening. Okay, I'm here for this. That opener is nasty for it. Yeah, Bob was mean. That's all it is. We ain't gonna lose our shit over Bob being mean. So how can we get a threshold that forces us out one turn earlier? Should be at 7 after this combat. Highest health he can have on the board is 6, so this beats it no matter what. Always hate picking Ticketus because of Tess or Scabs rob my buddy. Is that like a real concern or something? The Ticketus buddy's really good or something? It's really far down there on my list of why Tess and Scabs are good. I would just not pick Ticketus because Ticketus sucks. There's very little upside on the hero. Alright, if we get this, great. If not, we probably stay down. Oh, we're coasting. And with you 2-on-2, do I ever want to put this banana on? I really don't want to grief myself if his board's really weak. Could have definitely done it. Not that I really would have done anything. Possibly could have taken 1 damage off the board, or would have taken 1 damage off the board. Yo, Bus Boom. Thank you so much for the 40 months, man. Appreciate you. Four, 5, 6, 7. Buy minion level next turn. That's it. 40 is a lot. Yeah, it's a bigger number than 30. Slightly smaller than 20. All seriousness. Taking his buddy's only one-time use, so recurring value only happens with Scabs or Tess. Yeah, but like, is there recurring value with Scabs or Tess ever? Games are like 12 turns long in buddy meta. Problem isn't that, in my opinion. The problem is Scab's buddy doesn't do nearly enough for those turns. To the right, or to the left. Or to the, it doesn't matter actually. You don't get to the turns that it's good for, would be my point. Minions die is very doable. Spend 30 gold is very doable too. Lame. Here, you're finally gonna get your banana. We got double Deathrattles. Minions die on board. Great, great, great. Two combats. 8 extra gold. Power level Tombs Deathrattle stuff. No beast in the lobby for the easy win. Undead, Demon, Murloc, Naga Pirate. Gross. Gross. Gross, Bob. Fucking gross, Bob. What is this? What is this board? I quit. I swear to God, I've never been griefed so many times in my life. Why does this keep happening? I don't think he's deliberately griefing or anything. It's just sad that that's the reality of the situation we're in. That's a relief right there. Whew. Kill this guy. Get this guy off the board. 2 to the right. 1 more to the right. You're so fucking smart, skeletons. Okie dokie. Well, I'm sorry, Galewing. It's not your day, man. Galewing had a rough go of it. Hey, that was like my last game. Honestly, we could maybe even pivot pirates in this position. With double Deathrattle spell. It's not like it's terrible just to take it. Buddy's in, it's pretty irrelevant. They can steal the ticket collector even or on the board without the ticket collector on the board. Yeah, true. I think I would... The only reason I'd like dismiss the statement is Ticketus is a bottom 10 hero. It doesn't matter that Tess and Scabs can steal your shit. You want to play the hero, you're just throwing butt from the moment you chose the hero. Yeah, sure, Tess and Scabs use your buddy better than you do. Just like ETC uses Thorum's buddy better than he does. They're just non-viable heroes, and that's the problem, rather than like, oh, there's other heroes that can benefit from you. Buddy meta isn't very balanced, and those are some prime examples of things that aren't remotely balanced. We strong, bro? I'd say I'm feeling pretty good. Turn 7, spawning 40/40s. Morning, Bofur. How you doing today? Well, we got an 8th in the last game, so the day's gone pretty far downhill. Truly the worst, actually. Kind of feel like crying a little bit, you know? The ghost is griefing us again from the grave. Didn't realize Thorum was that far down. Thorum, like last time they had stats on him, was the 2nd lowest win rate hero, period. The only one worse was Hogger, and then they disabled Hogger. Could check right now to see how they're shaping up. How are we looking, guys? Some of these guys don't have data anymore. They're dropping off because they're banned, like Ashara. How are we looking on Ticketus? 4.3. I would argue way worse. What about Thorum? 5.3. Never mind, Thorum's trash. I would argue Ticketus is way worse than that. In optimized lobbies and, you know, from what we see. But that's supporting the other argument that Ticketus is okay. 5.3. Look at this. There's Thorum, dead last. There's a couple that don't have any games played with them, right? So like, but look at that gap between Thorum and the next one. Oh. Looks like Ticketus players are doing reasonably well. I don't see any real reason I ever play the hero. Low tempo and not enough upside to win the lobby against people that min-max. On the other hand, hey, when you enjoy stuff, enjoy it. Oh, nice. This guy actually had enough stats on the board not to grief us. I thought he probably conceded the fact that he took 12 a turn after he went to 4. He just took 12 because he died to Galakron having something busted. Never patch notes for changes, but then you wouldn't be surprised by the changes. And that's the important part, is the mystery. The enjoyment of the change. Oh, that's probably the fastest. Those are terrible, though. Where's my plus attack? These are both good. Primus. Because why wouldn't I want even more attack on my board? After all, why shouldn't I have all the attack? Lazy devs. Just coming in spitting fire now today, aren't you, bud? Just really want to pop in. Hey, Bofur, how's it going? Fuck the devs. We really just want to turn around on this one, eh? He's just full of them. Nah, I feel it. I've been critical of patch deployment type stuff too. Hot fixes and whatnot not being in the same place. They like to use their own forums, but even that's not consistent. Sometimes it's Twitter instead of forums. It should just all be in the game client. Or at least a link to it in the game client. Bofur, I'm mad. Good. You'll fit in well. Bro, I don't type a lot, but I'm around a decent amount. I'm just saying, you came in today and just started spitting fire, you know? It wasn't really a criticism of like, hey, bro, where you been? You haven't been at the 17 last Bofur meetings. Where were you? We took attendance and everything, and you weren't there. Well, this is annoying. He sniped my big boy. And his little guys are doing work. And we're one short. Lame. Actually, very lame. Not lame. Not even a little lame. We're cooking. I don't need you anymore. I don't think I want this on the board because I don't want to accidentally reborn it. We got tons of gold still left in this turn. Question is, do I want this? Right now, health is really good, but it doesn't really advance my strat in this game. Trigger it randomly. I think it actively griefs me right now. I want my minions to die. Your board's blasterable. Of course, there's counter cards. There's lots of counter cards in the game. All right, my scaling. But it's turn 10. People aren't picking up tech cards for mid-game boards like this. And even if they do, you still got a lot of bodies. We're 31 health. Let's attempt to milk as much as we can, even though our board is just honestly astronomically big. If they don't swipe everything at once, like, dear Lord. Yes. Why shouldn't I have this card too? Someone say milk? Yeah, Gulakabra would be the shit. No Kel'Thuzad, no Gulakabra, no Golden. I see how it is. We're gonna get too big for our scaling units. Too big for our britches. Over what's happening outside? Little kids are playing. Im gets a little rattled when the kids get excited. Lame. Fucking lame. M hates children. Correct. That is the takeaway from that sentence. Nah, she's definitely a little bit She's suspicious. There's children out there making noises and shit. He's got Gulakabra and shit. Kids move fast and they're loud? Exactly. I mean, I wouldn't trust them either. As a dog, you can see why they'd be concerning. Maybe go wave a folded newspaper at them? I usually pair that with yelling at clouds. I figure if I do all of the stereotypical old man things, then people will leave me alone. I mean, why else would they have so many memes and jokes about get off my lawn? If it wasn't effective, then nobody would do it. At least that's my logic. I'm not sure it's good logic. So this little bastard over here almost lived. Or gets so many buffs. So many 1/1s. We did it. I don't think we're ever taking this golden anymore. So we just want to shore these things up. What you got, big guy? How did the champion lose Reborn? It's a known behavior when you kill the Reborn one, add it to hand, bring back another Reborn one, because they're all we had one Reborn, one non-Reborn on the board, right? And we triggered the kill the minion and add a copy to your hand, which brings back a non-Reborn one in your hand, and a non-Reborn one on the board. That one's not concerning in terms of that behavior. We were talking about yesterday with the inconsistency. That one's expected. That ain't the problem. Yeah, we use the Battlecry trigger. The Sylvanas thing, you know? As most people know it as nowadays. It's okay. It'll get reborn back here soon. This attack order is so toxic. I don't even know which one of my minions is supposed to attack next. Because each time there's a stealth minion, the progression passes the one that it was currently on. Over and over and over again. I miss OG Undead. I mean, Buddy Meta kind of invalidates Undead. This kind of stuff where you can go like Giant Aura or whatever is not very achievable. Double Deathrattles can make it happen. People building 10,000 stats on the board, well, I'd say it oftentimes beats you. Still probably getting second place this game. This guy is probably winning. Or at least that would be my projection. Maybe we'll get lucky. Disguised Toast. Disguised Toast. This is really awkward. Because I want you on the board. But if I do this Reborn up here, it's the only way we get any value from the Reborn is if he goes first and hits this. Otherwise, you have to play like this thing first, and then he has to attack. And if he hits any of these guys, it's not going to help us anyway. How big do you get? Pretty big. This might not die, though, before the cultist, so it's possible. That was an amazing cleave. 10 out of 10 cleave. 20 out of 10 cleave. Couldn't be better. All right, not my favorite hit on the rest of them, but good enough. Good enough for the W. We take those. Yeah, the cleave going left and not taking any of the Deathrattles off the board was amazing. Oh, it's Rick. Good game, Rick. He's gone already. KT Moros was buffed. It wasn't even super OP. I mean, it's a relative amount of stats in the game, right? When the game is in a somewhat vanilla form, like when they first introduced spells, KT Moros was busted. It was winning lobbies all over the place. But there were no buddies, no quests, no anything going on. As soon as you add these systems on top of things, they tend to give a lot more advantage to economy strats. Buddies, quests, they have a lot of ways to compound economy into more economy, into more economy, into more economy. So by comparison, it just gets weaker. No real reason to do the extra Reborn. We definitely don't want this in the back because it'll just fuck up these respawns. Looking pretty cute. What are we at? Almost 100 attack aura? That's pretty good. 100 extra attack on minions is pretty good, I've heard. Sure. Does it say what the number is? Yeah, 97 attack aura right now. It may be a lot of trash, but it's still trash that one-shots minions on the board. They should bring back Murghul. I genuinely think they should bring back Murghul. I think that would help with the balance of the game at the moment. Agreed. The game right now is a little out of control in terms of sheer amount of stats, and without a scam card existing on Tavern 6, there isn't a lot of reason to level when you get behind. Adds depth to the game and gives you a way to counterplay the insurmountable 10,000 plus stat boards. The argument against it is pretty much, I don't like it, it's unfun. And that's a good argument. Genuinely, that's a good argument if it's like, you just don't want to have it in the game because I don't enjoy playing around those kind of mechanics. But from a game balance standpoint, I think it's actually to enhance the game right now, rather than make it worse. All right, so I got to protect you best I can. And see if I can put another high quality minion on the board. You protect from the one little ghoul, but not more than that. I need more than that amount of stat. If I didn't buy this, I could have afforded this. I guess I should take anything just for gold in case I need it. Whoops. If there's another turn. Bring back Holy Mackerel and Megasaur. Well, those are toxic effects. Those ones weren't able to be played around. Holy Mackerel was super toxic. Megasaur, not as bad. Seafood Slinger was nuts. Way too much. But Murghol doesn't fall in that same category. As much as I'd, like to shit on scam cards from time to time. Murghol's level of oppressiveness was not even close to the same conversation. Oh, we got full value from this guy. Let's go. But yeah, I'd rather they design around balancing the game than put Band-Aid scam cards back in the game. As much as I think it would make the game better, there's better ways to make the game better. That was a 420 health ghoul. That was nice. Poison Cleave. Let's go back to the Poison Ghoul meta. That one was dope. Poison Ghoul, entire board dies to poison. We only had it for like 3 days, but it was very funny. Let's do that one again. Run it back. That's a nice board for Putricide. Ghoulacabra, everything else. Poison Cleave, Poison Ghoul. How's everyone? Doing pretty well tonight. How are you doing? Games are fantastic, outside of the one Sindragosa gets stepped on game.